most European fighters. Shabranskyy, a former kickboxer, and when we were chatting earlier, Barry, I know you said that a lot of these guys who've come from a kickboxing background can bang.
Yeah, they can all punch. I don't know what it is. I think maybe because they sit on the back foot, maybe naturally. I don't know why, but they can all carry a dig for sure.
Gonzalez is marking up already above his left eye.
And Shabransky's keeping it nice and long as well, isn't it? He's not leaning in, not getting too close to the target, using every inch of that long reach.
Gonzalez was soaking them up. He's not really done too much to suggest in this opening round that he's going to give Shabranskyy much of a test, but we'll see. Bullying the smaller Puerto Rican around again. He's actually the younger man by a year.
Yeah, he doesn't look it though, does he?
He looks a different weight division, and it didn't look as though he's going to have a huge amount of stomach for a great deal more of this, the way I'm reading it.
Oh, his head's already reddened, isn't it, at the top of his head, but to his credit, he's keeping his hands up nice and high. Not a lot of these punches are actually getting through the target, but he's not throwing nothing back himself. Shabranskyy keeping it nice and long, good lateral movements. And Gonzalez is struggling to get anything off.
The protector is up a little bit above what I would consider the waist. It's closer to his nipples, isn't it?
It's pretty high, isn't it? That's for sure. Doesn't give Shabranskyy much of a target to hit. That's a good body shot there though from him, and he's just stalking his opponent at the moment. Nice relaxed opening round and a good start there from Shabranskyy.
Gonzalez getting through that opening round. Last fight was against Matt Korobov back in April. He retired after 6 rounds then, and you'll know of course that Korobov is heading for a fight against Andy Lee for the vacant WBO crown in Las Vegas. That big night, 2 big bills on December 13th. And you can see that swelling already around the eyes. Coming out of Eastern Europe and basing themselves on the east coast of the United States predominantly. Shabranskyy actually living in California. This one in Atlantic City, and here he comes again, unloading and trying to carry on what the corner told him to try and work the body.
Yeah, and Gonzalez using the ropes well. The ropes look quite loose actually, doesn't he? Just leaning back, trying to take the sting out of the shots, but again the head looking very red. Just double up the jab maybe, Shabranskyy. Just maybe set him, maybe get the right uppercut into play.
Very little coming back from Gonzalez, though, is there, Barry?
No, nothing at all. You know, he's in defensive mode, isn't he? But to be fair, he can't get close enough to Shabranskyy to let his punches go.
Might spot the familiar figure of Larry Hazard sitting there at ringside. Great referee of years gone by, and now the New Jersey commissioner for boxing. And the swelling over that left eye visibly worsening. Good sustained punch power.
It is. Again, Gonzalez keeping a nice tight defence, and his punches not really feeling the full force because he's blocking most of the punches with the gloves. But you say it's under sustained pressure, and even if Shabranskyy can get a clear shot.
And that left hook, he felt the weight of that one.
Yeah, you can see him sort of quitting, can you, in a couple of rounds if Shabranskyy can't get a clear punch on him and get the concussive knockout.
And the way that eye's worsening, it might not be a case of quitting. And he's looking to hold on whenever he can now and just grab and buy a few seconds, and the referee, Harvey Dock, is on his case, and there's a few boos and jeers from the big crowd.
Well, it's costing Gonzalez is not, well, there you go, he's thrown some punches at last, but up until that point, hadn't really thrown any punches, hadn't tried to make a fight of it at all.
Covering up, trying to keep a tight guard.
And it's fine being defensive, fine with the plenty of movement, which he obviously needs to keep out of the way of the shots, but you've got to try and fire back.
Well, this is absolutely one-way street now, and he's sunk down to the canvas, and that's being given as a knockdown. Tried to hold on the way down. And I don't think this fight's going to be going a great deal longer, Barry. It looks more or less as though it's over, and that bell couldn't come a moment too soon.
Yeah, he's already looked at Shabransky's already punched the appetite out of Gonzalez. It doesn't look like he wants to know, and you do well to see another round. The doctor there in the corner having a look at that eye.
I suspected that this was going to be a mismatch. It's finished, it's over. He's been pulled out, and the referee, Harvey Dock, is signalling that the fight is all over. So that is another inside the distance victory for Shabranskyy. That makes it 11-0. I'm not sure the corner realised yet, but I'm pretty sure that the referee was waving that over. And let's take a look at the action at the end of that round.
Well, again, as you said, it was just sustained pressure, wasn't it? Constantly, Gonzalez just moving around the ring, keeping his hands up, a shell-like defence, but Shabranskyy just having enough power, enough poise, just to keep wading away. Even though some of the punches were being blocked, he was obviously feeling the power of the punches through the gloves. Some were punching through the guard, and we didn't find anything new out about Shabranskyy. That was the only letdown today, but he did what he had to do. Looked nice and relaxed, and an easy win.
Well, you can't really take too much from that, apart from that Shabranskyy was a great deal too good for Emil Gonzalez, who we'd not heard a great deal of before, apart from that fight against Korobov. And I suppose if you're doing a form line, you'd say Shabranskyy got him out of there better than Matt Korobov did. So on that form line, then that's a pretty useful performance. But it was one-way traffic for the most part, target practice. He's had his arm raised. And Gonzalez, well, it's been a painful night for him. Big lump though, isn't he?
Yeah.
6'2" of him, and he can clearly hit.
And he got that nice poise that some of these Eastern Europeans have got. No, Kovalev has it, Golovkin has it. I'm not saying he's in the same league as them, but he has a nice poise. He looks like he got loads of time to do his work. He's patient. But what he has is good lateral movement, and we don't see that very often from fighters from his part of the world. So that's a good thing. That means it makes it hard for a guy to fire back. Only
his 11th pro fight, but he has got an enormous amateur pedigree. Tamed through some 200 amateur bouts, fought in the World Series of boxing as well. And that's a face we might see more of as the years unfold. Here comes Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Boxing fans, at the end of round number 2. Emil Gonzalez is not able to continue. Your referee, Harvey Dock, calls a halt to the contest. Your winner by TKO and still undefeated from Los Angeles, California, Vyacheslav Shabranskyy.
He did what was necessary. We wait to hear what the guys back in the studio make of that. But Shabranskyy's undefeated record goes on.
Too long.